In this train compilation, expect spectacular collisions, fatal mistakes, and moments you won't see twice. We'll break down key scenes to understand what really happened and what we can learn from them. If you're new to the channel, take a seat and buckle up. The journey starts now. The train is on fire, but it doesn't seem to want to stop. It blows my mind how people flirt with danger like this. It looks more like a race than common sense. Stay safe out there. Hold on a second, do you notice that? This is Mission Impossible, but made in China. He trusted summer tires in the snow until he got stuck on train tracks with a train rushing his way. Two legends showed up just in time and pushed the car to safety like it was nothing.
Вечер, уважаемые дамы и господа. Добрый вечер, дорогие товарищи.
Two moose were blocking the tracks when a freight train came rumbling toward them, but they sprinted away just in time. This was filmed in Anchorage, Alaska, where run-ins like this are surprisingly common in the northern regions, as wildlife and trains often share the same paths. A 17-year-old in Nebraska allegedly tampered with a rail switch to derail a freight train, recorded the crash, and posted it on YouTube. The crash caused roughly $350,000 in damage, and now he faces 2 felony charges, with prosecutors pushing to try him as an adult.
Are they okay? Oh my God.
I don't even know what to say when I see this. It's literally playing with your life for no reason. Train operators are completely fed up with this kind of behavior. What stands out here is the total lack of automatic crossing gates to warn of an incoming train. Drivers are taking massive risks, and this clip shows exactly how dangerous that can get. A man films a train emerging from the darkness, but he's positioned dangerously close to the tracks, unaware of the real risk. Trains often extend more than a meter beyond the rails, and even if it looks like there's room, the violent rush of air from a passing locomotive can knock someone off balance in an instant. At first glance, it looks disastrous, yet no one was hurt. A straight-up miracle. Moments like this prove luck sometimes works overtime.
Oh my gosh, I hope that everyone's okay. Something must...
Here's a derailment caught up close. Luckily, there were no cargo loads on those cars. A train collided with a lorry transporting a full load of vehicles in Schertz, Texas. Some drivers are truly reckless. You never cross when a train is coming. One mistake at a crossing can turn a normal day into a disaster in seconds. There are always problems when trains meet cars in snowy conditions, but luck seems to be rotting away for that SUV right there. A fire erupted on the Garib Rath Express near Siren Station, forcing an emergency stop and damaging 3 coaches, but all passengers were safely evacuated with no injuries reported. Flames erupted from a passing freight train near a Texas crossing, prompting firefighters to rush in and contain the blaze. The engineer managed to get out in time, escaping unscathed despite the dramatic scene. Train operators in Moscow's Tushino district had to stop their train after finding a drunk man asleep on the tracks. The driver says this isn't the first time someone has passed out there. Once awakened, the man kept asking for directions to Pervomaiskoye before finally stumbling off, narrowly avoiding a serious accident. Derailments happen far more often than people think. This one took place right in the middle of a Russian city. At least there was no damage this time. A derailment caught live on camera, but thankfully no one was injured. A train slammed into a truck stuck on a level crossing near Dr. Federico Maroi Hospital. The driver from Cordoba managed to jump out moments before the impact and is unharmed. A video circulating online shows a head-on collision between 2 trains near Mexico City. Fortunately, no one was injured. For train experts out there, what's going on here? Is this some kind of overfueling or something else? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not sure the train engineer even realizes he's dragging a hoof behind him. Be careful around these stunning horses. They're beautiful but unpredictable. It looks like some of those wagons are off the rails, and the engineer doesn't seem to notice a thing. A freight train derailed along Vancouver's waterfront, and the dramatic moment was caught on camera. Witness Kian Gray said he heard a harsh metallic screech, then saw a container car sliding sideways across multiple tracks before slamming into a parked tanker car. A freight train traveling at speeds of just 15 kilometers per hour had a slight problem at the level crossing in the village of Grandpuits in France. One of the tank wagons derailed. It caused significant damage, but most importantly, that nothing happened to anyone. That drawbridge-style rail crossing lets a lighter, narrow-gauge track lift over a high-speed main line without slowing trains down. It's a smart engineering trick that avoids building a complex junction on the ground. This is the world's steepest funicular railway, tackling a mind-bending 110% gradient, more than a 47-degree incline, like it's nothing. Riding it feels like boarding a never-ending roller coaster, yet the cabins cleverly stay perfectly level the whole way up. It's brilliant engineering, slightly terrifying, and downright funny when passengers try to look calm while their stomachs are doing gymnastics. Boeing 737 fuselages are built in Wichita and hauled across the U.S. on BNSF rail lines to Boeing's Renton assembly plant. These specialized plane trains have been a key part of the 737 production process for decades. Are you ready for a ride? Some trains are built in absolutely mind-blowing ways, and the technology just keeps evolving every single day. Up north, snowplow trains carve through blizzards like it's nothing, turning buried tracks back into passable routes. This one isn't stuck. It already cleared its section, while another handled the opposite direction. This container train was later forced to make an emergency stop after several of its cars broke apart. I couldn't track down where this happened. The location remains a mystery. Canadian Pacific Christmas Train, a magical holiday spectacle on rails that turns cold winter nights into a moving festival of lights. Its glowing cars, live music, and charity stops make it one of Canada's most heartwarming seasonal traditions. Don't trust self-driving cars blindly. That's when trouble starts. This locomotive is fighting for grip as its massive steel wheels slip on the rails. Steam engines can lose traction on wet or oily rails, making them look like they're spinning their wheels. Meet the boat train, ideal for tropical countries, works everywhere, except on your budget. Everyone gets their share of floods, even China isn't spared. Just swap the umbrella for boots when it starts raining. You made it to the last station. Most passengers never get this far. Hop aboard the next journey. The tracks ahead get faster, louder, and way more insane. Stay sharp. Trains don't break for anyone.